Okay, go. Delosico. This episode is brought to you by Delosico. Do you wish you can tell that annoying coworker to fuck off, or tell that certain family member to shut the fuck up without facing the consequences? Well, Delosico is just right for you. This abstract is from the I don't give a fuck a buzz plan, is completely organic and environmentally safe. One spray of this and you'll be enjoying the sweet nothings coming out of people's mouths that know you the most. Hey Rob, I don't think you psst. Hey Rob, maybe you should psst. Act now and you'll get this 1 ounce bottle for only $59.99. Just go to delosico.com and enter code Puros Pendejadas to save absolutely nothing. That's code Puros Pendejadas. And watch the magic work. Thank me later.
Mic check, mic check. Let me fix the levels here. Mic check, mic check. My glasses. Oh my god, Robert. Mic check, mic check. There you go. Whoa. Yeah. So what is up, people? Um, I got the washer and the dryer running in the background. Trying to keep this as unprofessional as possible for you. There's no standards here. Um, so what's up, man? Another week. Another, what do they say? Another journey. Whatever. Get to it, Robert. Okay, sorry. Um. So how you guys been, man? It's been I don't want to say hectic, but it's been interesting this past week. I know I gave you guys a story about me going to the fix this shit. Fix this. There you go. Mic check, mic check. Um, gave you guys a story about going to the ER, and so let me just give you guys a quick update. Really, I just been feeling the same. Really, I hate to call it vertigo, because it sounds very serious, but that's what I have. It feels again. It just I feel dizzy, though, and it comes in and out sometimes. But for the most part, it's just there, and it's kind of annoying. And I don't know. I already scheduled a an appointment with my doctor. So now I gotta explain my whole situation to somebody else and go back and forth. And why didn't you do that? And you should have done this. And fuck, Robert, your whole life is a fucking mistake. And god damn it, why don't you know it all? And ugh, not looking forward to it. I just want someone to tell me what the fuck is wrong with me. Cause the best word I can use to describe what I'm feeling is glitched. I feel glitched. I feel like something's wrong with me, and it's mild, but it's always there. I don't. I need to stop saying so much. All right, take two. I don't want to. I know something's up, but I just don't know what it is, and I just want someone to tell me what to do to fix it. At this point, I just want, because I'm very big on that. I'm not a health nut, even though if you ask my wife, she'd swear I was lying. I just want to take care of myself. I just want to see my babies grow. I want to see my grandchildren and so on and so on. And I want to be as conscious as possible, I guess, as less medicated as possible. And I just want to I want to have the best quality of life as possible. It might seem very basic to ask for, but we all know people that struggle just to get through every day, and dealing with all this medications and whatever it is. Sometimes people's lives aren't as smooth, and the last thing on their mind is to actually enjoy the moment. And that's what I want to do in the future. The long term, I want to be able to just live life and not survive, because I feel like I'm in survival mode. And I don't mind it because I know I have to pay dues in order to get where I want to go. But I want to also I want the work and the struggles and everything to pay itself off, if that makes sense. I want to be able to enjoy life. I want to live. I don't want to just be surviving. And that's my goal, So I do want, uh, this feeling is very frustrating. I'm going on a week already, a week and some days, but I do want to. I want to fix this. I don't want to wait till I'm stumbling and doing all this ridiculous stuff. I'm trying to take the signs right now and nip it in the bud, and but it is kind of frustrating when you go to these healthcare places and they're just looking at you like you're not dying. Why are you here? Or get to it already, And it is very frustrating, but you know I'll hopefully, fingers crossed, and they'll tell me what to do. I ended up seeing another healthcare provider for another reason, and they did tell me. They asked me like, okay, well you got these meds, right? Yeah, and you got this. Okay, what about antibiotics? What did they give you? And I told them nothing. They didn't give me any antibiotics, and he looked at me like, huh, interesting. And I was like, should they have? And he's like, well, if they didn't, then you know what? And I was like, no, 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 the hell, man? Like, tell me something. Tell me what was I supposed to ask for something or what the fuck, man? So it's frustrating to say the least. Um, but then when you ask, the when I asked at the ER, I didn't ask him for antibiotics because again, I don't like telling people how to do their job. But it is frustrating because you want to look out for yourself, but at the same time, I wasn't in the right mindset. I was worried. I was it's a lot, but whatever. Hopefully I get fixed. Cause god damn it, man, glitched is the word of the week. I feel glitched. Um, it feels like I said, it just this whole dizziness and the rapid movements. I bend to pick something up or get something, and I get up and I'm like, whoa. And then I stop to think about it. I'm like, man, I'm way too young to be feeling this way. It's like an old person. So yeah, it's something to stop saying, Robert, okay, I'm sorry. Jeez, I'm new at this. Give me a break. um, but it's concerning, but I am trying. And part of this, I'm speaking to you, but I'm also speaking to myself. I got to reassure myself, like, am I ignoring it? Because our people, that's where we come from. No, 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 not till it's broken. Then you go to the doctor because you don't want to find out what's wrong with you. So I'm trying to change that. And I'm trying to lead by example. And it is frustrating because it's almost like the whole world is conditioned like that. Like, what are you doing? You're not dying yet, you know? And it's very frustrating because I don't know who to talk to, who to turn to, like what to do. It's frustrating as fuck. Let alone dealing with life, because boy oh boy, if you only knew. But hey, I'm not saying I have it worse. You're probably listening right now, like yeah, well at least fill in the blank, Robert. At least you have your health. At least you have both limbs. At least whatever. I get it, and I'm very grateful for you know the situation that I'm in. It's just sometimes it's a little overwhelming. Um, we were watching that Encanto movie, and my wife was telling me it's funny because the main character, they if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure if you're a parent, Encanto. That's a Disney movie that just came out. This Thanksgiving or some shit like that. But anyways, the main character reminds us a lot. Like she looks a lot like my sister, and it's funny. And then there's another character in there, Bruno, and he looks a lot like my brother, which is funny too. So we were just tripping out on that. And then my wife was telling me that the sister, the strong one, she was saying that she reminds her, that character reminds my wife of me. And the sister's basically like they all have like certain powers and stuff, and that sister's like strength. That's her power. She's like super super strong. She can move anything, mountains, and all this stuff. And she was telling me like I guess like figuratively, because I'm not big. I'm not a bodybuilder or anything like that. But she was saying like she has a lot of burden on her, and she says she reminds me of you, and I'm like yikes. And it just got me thinking like I need to manage my stresses and my my priorities, and get everything you just prioritize everything. But then when I start, it's kind of like, where do I start? You know, because this is important, but then this is important, but then this is important. Well, this isn't as important to you, but to me it is, and so it's just a fucking shit show, people. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, which is why I'm putting this out there. You know, hopefully you can relate to some of this shit, to to remind you all that we are all humans and we're just trying to fucking deal with life, and it's a fucking doozy, man. But again, I can't complain because my kids are healthy, my wife is healthy, I'm healthy. Yeah, I got this little thing going on, and it could be worse. I just don't want it to snowball into something, man, because I would fucking hate myself if I knew something was going on and the whole time, it turns into something else. And if I would have taken care of it, taken, whatever, you know what I mean. Uh, I could have avoided it getting any worse, but I'm trying, man. I'm fucking trying, I swear. Uh, and it's just frustrating, but can't complain either, people. Uh, all right. Oh yeah, and another thing too. So they gave me two medications. One was for the vertigo and the nausea. Luckily, again, I can't complain because the nausea did go away. I don't feel nauseous, but that fucking vertigo, man, it's a bitch. So they gave me meds for the nausea and the vertigo, and then they gave me another one for, it's a nasal spray. The other one was pills, and they gave me another one. It was a nasal spray, and it was for, it's basically like Flonase, like allergies. I don't know. Like I said last time, my mucus was weird. It wasn't weird. It changed, from me having the cold to me getting this, and they gave me that, and then they prescribed Zyrtec, basically. It's allergy medicine. So I don't know. Like I said, it was a severe sinus infection. Um, but yeah, anyways, that those meds for the vertigo. Oh my goodness, man! I couldn't wait to get rid of those things, and they ended up not doing anything for me, but amplifying the feeling. Like, it would say there, don't take before driving, and I mean, I only took off, a couple days off work, and then I had to go back to work. And man, so I would wake up in the morning and I wouldn't take them until I got to work. But then when I would get to work, I would take them, and oh my goodness, man, it would, like, everything was just amplified. The vertigo was like, whoa, more, but then it got me really fatigued and drowsy, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so tired. Like, de por si I already feel that way. I know I had mentioned it before. Like, I just feel like this fatigue cloud over me, to where it's hard for me to, like, shake it off. And but that just, like, amplified. So I was like, geez, man, it's hard for me to, like, keep my eyes open. And then I would feel like I was on a boat that was rocking more and more. And yeah, it was not a good experience. And then I had to drive. Holy shit, man. I do not pride myself on, I don't do it anymore. Of course not. I'm way more responsible now. But I'm not going to lie. There was a time in my life where, when I would drink, I would, if I had to drive, I would drive. It wasn't even like a question. And, you know, I'm not superhuman. So I knew I was driving in an altered state. But for the most part, I would kind of shake it off. Again, I'm not proud of this. You shouldn't do it. Nobody should do it. But I'm just saying that to use it as an example. The way I felt was like I was drunk. It was like I was sleepy, but I was drunk also. And it just, like, whoa, I couldn't help myself, but, like, a little bit swerving. And I was really, really struggling to, like, keep it together, staying in one lane, like, keeping my eyes open. It was just like, fuck, man. It was tough. And in the end, like I said, the fucking meds didn't even help. So, that was that adventure. That's why I'm kind of glad this week was over and done with, because yuck. But I'm still taking the fucking nasal spray because that hasn't run out. But yeah, man, I don't know. I also started thinking, like, is this like like a side effect from getting COVID? Like, does it come loop around and gives you this bullshit? Should I have get it? Should I have gotten vaccinated? Cause uh, dun dun dun, newsflash. So I'm not vaccinated, but again, the way I feel about that, I'm not gonna take too long on this shit either. The way I feel about that is that's my personal opinion. If you did, good for you. If you didn't, good for you. You have your reasons, and I don't fault you. The way I see it though is, we're living in this world where there's a bunch of information out, but then at the same time, you can't find information for some shit, which kind of raises a flag with me. It's like, so why isn't it out there? Like, what? You know what I mean? I don't want to get too conspiracy theory on you guys or whatever, but I don't. I have trust issues. Let's just say that, and I may sound dumb and whatever, and it's more besides your basic. They're gonna put a chip in us, guys, and some people say, yeah, but they already got a chip and it's in your phone, and that's how. It's just, I just feel uncomfortable, you know. And washer's ready, guys. Someone want to go get that for me? And sorry. And yeah, so I just don't feel comfortable. You know what I mean? And but at the same time, I have family that has been vaccinated, which I'm like, good. Good for you, like for real. And some that don't, which I'm like, okay, cool. You know. And it's just a personal preference, but that did make me kind of think for a second, and then I said, fuck it. That should I have gotten it? But then at the same time, news is coming out, and I had heard about this before, that one of the side effects that's been coming out is that it's affecting women's menstrual cycles. Basically, if you're of a certain age where you stop getting your you know what I mean, your menstrual cycle, whatever, all of a sudden, boom, surprise, llegó la tía sangrona, and then for some younger people, boom, it just stops, you know. And I saw an article, but what do I know, guys? You guys aren't tuning in for fucking news. Come on, I'm a fucking idiot. Anyways, Robert, back to it. But yeah, guys, I'm not gonna fucking lie, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little concerned, but you got to take care of yourself. Is my point. Jesus Christ, Robert, it took you that long, really? All right. On to the next. Oh yeah. So I, I mean, you want to talk about news, right? So I heard about this whole Spotify, Joe Rogan, racism comment and stuff, and that shit is fucking interesting, man. Mm, it's interesting because you got to zoom out and see the bigger picture. Yeah, it's not right to do what he did and say what he said, which I don't want to just brush off or whatever, but you got to remember these episodes that he had were out for years. Years. Okay, so if you wanted to make a big fuss about it, you had years to do it. But of course, there wasn't that much attention on him, and who the hell's gonna dig back in your history years just to find some bullshit, right? Well, the more attention you have on yourself, the more time people have to dig up old skeletons. Boom. And I think that's what happened to him. So you just gotta watch out what you do and say, and just be true to yourself, and whatever he did, I'm not here to make up excuses for him. It was wrong, but you gotta remember who. Like, it'd be nice to be able, if there was a way we could track these videos that people just dig up out of the dirt, you know, and be like, whoa, where'd this come from? Well, let's check it out, which again goes into my whole trust thing. Is like, you could Google about just any question, but this information you can't get. Interesting. Okay, interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen that picture where it's like what's his face, Zuckerberg. There's a picture of him using his laptop, and he has a fucking piece of tape covering the camera on his laptop. You know, I mean, come on, man. It's just like, oh, man, just got to take care of yourself, man. I don't know how else to say it, but yeah, I thought that was really interesting. How, first it was the I don't even remember, and I could feel the mental fog coming up. Come on, Robert, remember what was the first drama that they tried pulling on Joe Rogan was fuck, man. Okay, hold on. Let me see. It was fuck, I can't remember. Nah. Anyways, there was that drama, and then, they're like, nope, that didn't stick. And now they're pulling this drama out, which is a little bit, a higher level. So we'll see if this sticks. I honestly don't think it will, So this is news that's going to be like, oh, yeah, then, whatever. But it's just interesting. It's interesting for it to come up, because this guy is powerful. You want to talk about the power of words. This guy just has conversations with people. And he has from what I gather, he has an open opinion about shit. So it's just very interesting. Like, wow, man, they know. Here's why I side with the guy. Not on this topic, but just in general, right? Because I mean, who doesn't listen to him? Oh, you don't? What a fucking loser! No, just playing. um, it it's interesting how damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say. Chingao. Anyways, ay Roberto, fuck. It's interesting how nothing ever came up, and once he got that deal, I don't know why it was made public to begin with. Even I was like, ugh, why are they putting how much money he got? I don't care about that shit. Just tell me, oh, I'm not gonna be here, I'm gonna be over here. Oh, okay, cool. I'll switch the channel. And but like I said, like the more attention you get on yourself, the more time people will have to dig up shit on you. And it all comes back to the same shit, jealousy, envy, all that shit. And oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. He moves very independently, if you want to compare him to a rapper, very independent. He has guests, from what I hear, he books guests himself. Uh, everything is in house, and apparently, when he made the deal with Spotify, he was just like, you're not gonna control my shit. You're not gonna tell me who to get. You're not gonna tell me what to do. Like, it's still my shit. And they were basically like, yeah, dude, do what you gotta do. And that was a big factor. So, that's the sense that I'm getting. The idea I'm getting is like the higher ups, the fucking Illuminati or whoever you want to fucking, those weird people with robes on with fucking animal masks that sacrifice babies and shit or whatever the fuck. Once they find out that they can't control you, then they try to ruin you. They try to, cancel you. They try to, put dirt on your fucking name and just make you disappear, And to a certain point, I believe that shit, man. I really do. And but it just goes to show. So he's very, independent, that mentality that he has, the way he moves and shit. And they're like, okay, well, we can't control him. We can't do this. We can't do that. Well, fuck it then. Oh, that's what it was. They were trying to, what was it, this old ass fucking musician was like, oh, I'm gonna take my music off of Spotify if you don't remove Joe Rogan out of here. And they're like, bye, bitch. And then this other lady did it, and these other people, and they're like, all right, well, fuck it. Peace out, bitch, And it just goes to show, man, like, you can't, come on, man, like, for real? It's just ridiculous. But, yeah, that was the first thing, and it didn't stick. Spotify was just like, peace, bitch. All right, you too. All right, there's the door. All right, see you later. Which is pretty cool, I thought. But anyways, yeah, so they'll try to find a way to control you, you know what I mean? They'll try to find a way to like twist your arm or something like that. But I think the more you own your shit, the more you don't give away or give others to control. There's a lot of pluses, but some negatives come with that shit, and hopefully you don't feed in to all those negatives. Hopefully you don't care what people are saying and doing, and you just speak your truth, man. And you speak your truth, and the real, I think more people gravitate towards the truth. It's just the people that gravitate towards the negative and the lies, they're louder. You know what I mean? So they're gonna get more attention. They're gonna, hey, over here, motherfuckers, and it's just one person in a crowd of 100. So everybody's gonna turn around and be like, what? And they're like, hey, mother, oh, you can hear me? I have your attention. Well, let me tell you something else. You know, and it's just like you just need to fucking ignore those people. And I think the truth will, you know, I tend to lean towards the truth. You know, I'm not perfect, of course. If I find out something isn't the truth that I thought was the truth, then I'll try to like, oh shit, my bad. But I think I don't know. I think he's moving along in the right way. You know, it's just shit. I am sorry I fucked up, but I mean, what do you want me to do at the same time? Yeah, it was messed up, and he says he regrets it. He apologized, and all this other shit that he did. He felt the need to do, not because someone told him to do it. And I just think it's ridiculous, man. Like, come on, man. Like, oh shit. Hold on, let me pause this shit. Be right. All right, I'm back. That magical pause button, man, saves my life. So what was I saying? Yeah, basically, yeah, the whole Joe Rogan thing. It's very interesting. When you zoom out. I don't want to say like just dismiss what he did and said and stuff, but it's interesting. Like, why now? Out of everything, it's like they're out to get him. They, as in the powers that be. So, yeah, if you're gonna be moving with this certain mindset and stuff, just know someone's gonna be out to get you. To try to control you, and if you don't want to be controlled, then they will throw dirt on your name. Basically, is what I'm saying. And I saw this post from this comedian called Andrew Schultz, and he basically, he called it. He was like, I had the idea, but I didn't really have the words to do it. Ay, Robertocito. All right, okay, I'm telling the truth. Anyways, he was saying that basically they're out to get him, they're out to silence him or whatever. I'm gonna fucking completely destroy his statement, but the main idea was like, they're out to do whatever to him, like silence him, cancel him or whatever. First they did this and it didn't stick. Now they're gonna go with this, what he did lately. And then after that, if that doesn't work, then they're gonna go against something else. I think the next one that he said was like misogyny or something like that. And then after that, he's gonna go against the whole anti the fucking anti-gay and all that other stuff. So and that's usually how it goes, man. That shit goes in cycles. They keep throwing shit at you until something sticks. And hopefully that's not the case, but I did agree with that statement. I was like, damn, dude, like all because of the power, the influence that you have, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie, that shit his show, it does influence me, shit, because it's like, some of the shit that they talk about is like, yeah, why don't they do this and why don't they do that, or questions and shit that come out. So, and it's thinking the non-traditional way, you know what I mean? So very interesting, very interesting. And that's just the world we live in, guys. Just fucking crazy. But yeah, I mean, I guess off to lighter news and shit. I'm not a big sports guy. I enjoy sports, I appreciate sports, but I can't give you stats or none of that shit either. But I don't have a football team. I since have dropped the Cowboys. I was a Cowboys fan by I don't even know what you call it. My dad was or is a Cowboys fan, so I grew up that way. Going for the Cowboys, and then my childhood was of course the '90s Cowboys, so I was like fuck yeah. But I since it's been years already since I dropped them and stuff, and whatever. I don't really fucking care. But I do appreciate the game. I'll watch any game really and just root for the game itself. The teams and stuff like that. But I don't have a team. But as far as basketball, I guess when I dropped football, I was just kind of like whatever. But then I started. What was it? Let me see. Oh, the dryer's ready, guys. Anybody want to get that for me? Okay, shut up, Robert. Sorry. Um, I get. I'm trying to think. Yeah. So when the whole Kaepernick thing happened, I was like, that. I found out that the players weren't being treated right, and that's where I found out. I forgot how I heard about it, but basically that the players were like, if they were injured, they would be out for a game. They wouldn't get paid in the NFL, and I was like, what? That shit's messed up. That's like one of the riskiest sports, and that made me pay attention to stuff like that. And then I heard after that that the NBA players were treated differently. If they were out on injury, they're still getting paid, and I that was like a big thing to me. I was like, wow, the NBA treats their players or employees or whatever you want to call them at least a little bit better. I'm pretty sure there's some bullshit that comes with that too, but that was something that stood out to me, and I was like, whoa. So I think from then I started paying attention to basketball, and of course, I'm not gonna lie, I have no shame in saying it either, but I was like, okay, well, if I were to go for a team, who would I go for? And then, that's when I first heard, I think that, no, I might be wrong because the time doesn't sound like it lines up. Anyways, I think before that, in other words, my team is the Brooklyn Nets. And once I found out that Jay-Z was going to take over the New Jersey Nets, I was like, dope. It doesn't get any more hip hop than this. So I'm in. And this is before they moved. And I was like, fuck yeah. And then they moved. And then I saw the uniforms. And I was like, holy shit, man. And everything about them seemed dope to me. And this is back when they first moved to Brooklyn. And of course, the team wasn't all there and stuff. And, I've just been a fan. I could just consider myself a fan or whatever. But then I think within the past couple of years, I've actually been paying attention. And again, I'm not a fucking expert or anything like that. And I did get excited when, Kyrie and Durant and Harding, all moved over there and stuff. And it's been interesting to see that unfold because, man, I thought that was going to be the perfect marriage. And everything has been going to shit, man. Fuck. You want to talk about shit show, man. That is, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I think is, at the same time, I don't internalize it because these guys are fucking rich as fuck, man. It's just politics. It's just attitudes and egos and everything. And I get it to a certain point. It's like, man, whatever. Like right now, the whole drama is, Harding. Harden is thinking about going to the Sixers, I think, and they, I don't know. I've heard things about like trade with Ben Simmons. It's like, please, you guys keep that guy. Just fucking take Harden, you know. But again, I don't know everything. I could just tell. Like I've seen video of Simmons, and I'm like, come on, bro. Anyways, um, yeah. So it's like, oh, he's not happy here, and blah blah blah, and Harden this and Harden that. Like, bro, if you're not happy, then fucking get out of here. Yeah, I get it. It sucked. Fucking Durant is out because he's injured, but if it's and then they have fucking Kyrie playing only away games, which makes no fucking sense at all. It's like, oh, the Nets might let him play home games if he coughs up some money. Oh, so this isn't about COVID. Money will make this go away. You fucking money hungry bastards. And go figure, man. They're paying him all this money, and they're basically like, give us some of this money back, and we'll let you play. Just fucking bullshit, man. I'm telling you, it's just like politics. But yeah, it's just like, all right, man, then let the man go, and let the team be, and see how it turns out. But I just see how everybody feeds into all the bullshit, and Harden isn't happy, and all right, then fucking let him go, man. Like but it is frustrating to see him. Well, it kind of looks like he's throwing away games now. Um, but for whatever the reason, I mean, maybe he doesn't feel good, or maybe he is being a drama queen and throwing games. Whatever it is, it's just like, the media side of things. I try to look up like what's going on and stuff, and then they're like, "Oh, Kyrie is super upset with Harden, and he leaves the game early because he's so upset." And I looked at the video, and it's just like, dude, the game ended. Like that was it, and he started heading to the bench like a few seconds before the game was over. It's like, man, you guys make it seem like he just walked off the court. So it's so fucking it's just information, man. I'm telling you, it's like the information age that we're in. It's like selective only towards drama, instead of like the truth. Like, oh my god, this and this and this, you can't believe this, and watch till the end to see what happens. Yeah, I estoy como pendejo watching everything, and I'm like, what? So what? The fucking horn blew. You walked like, what the fuck? And I feel dumb because I'm like, God damn it, I fell for it. Should have known fucking better. But it's okay. I'm okay, guys. But I don't know. It's just, and you know what? That leads me to this video that I saw this morning. Right. Um, I don't know if you guys know who Wallow is. Wallow267. He's from Philly or whatever. He's like a motivational speaker. He's they're pretty cool. $1 million worth of game, and Gilly the King and stuff. They're pretty cool, man. You should check them out. But anyways, Wallow is he's I don't even know what the fuck to call him. He's not a rapper or anything like that. He's just like he's you go to him for motivation. He posted this video. It looks like those old Sambo. I think that's what they're called, Sambo cartoons, like the black and white ones. But I don't know. I don't know where this video came from. But he posted it, and it's basically just showing you. Yeah, it's kind of exaggerated, but at the same time, it's not, and that's what makes it sad. It's this cartoon of how the world is basically now, and it's very, very heavy influenced by the internet and social media, and it's really, really interesting. And if you guys wanna, and no, I'm not trying to like hook, line, and sink you guys, but I ended up reposting that. So if you guys want to go check it out, it's on my page on Instagram. I'll leave the link in the bio. Ugh, I feel gross doing that, but I want you guys to see it, and I don't know how else to show you guys that. If I could post it on YouTube, I will too. You know, whatever. Anyways, you guys should just see it or search it. I just don't know what to search it under. But it's very interesting. It's sad, man. It's sad how like all the characters are all zombied out. They're all looking at their phones, and throughout these scenes, they keep on putting like this kid, and he's like, he's all sad, and he'll walk up to like a grown up, and he'll like, hey, I need your help. Like, hello. He'll like shake them and stuff, and like put his hands on their face, and they're just like too interested in the phone, and he's all sad. He walks away, and then there's this girl where she looks like shit. She's all like like I don't know. She just looks like shit, all old and shit. And then there's like a filter that she holds up through her phone or something like that, and makes her look like all nice and pretty, and completely different and stuff. And then she takes it off again, and it's just she's back to like her old miserable self, and it's just really interesting, but it's so true, man. And I ended up feeling guilty too, because sometimes like my kids will say, I think even my wife, she'll tell me like, yeah, you're always on your phone or whatever on your phone. And yeah, sometimes I do feel like I get sucked in, and I'm scrolling and scrolling, and I'm like, fuck, I don't even want to do this shit no more. But what will the next video be, and I try like to not get sucked in, but sometimes whatever, the fucking social media thing's working, and I'll feel guilty because I'm like, God damn, how much fucking time went by, and I got nothing from it, you know. But other times too, I'm trying to like research how to do certain things, and it just takes time, like with the merch thing and how to use the press and tips, ideas, this whole music thing, how to market yourself, and sift. You gotta sift through a lot of bullshit, a lot of just click like and subscribe, guys, and this and that. Like, no, bitch, give me the fucking info. Come on. and looking up health stuff, like what's been going on with me lately too, where I'm just like, I'm trying to like figure shit out, so part of it is that, where sometimes I just get sucked in to where I'm like, let me try, or the merch thing too, like the computer programs with the graphics and stuff, and how to um you know do the whole images and the fonts, and just trying to find a way, like, oh, okay, you don't have to buy what's it called, Photoshop, or what's that shit called, that other fucking program, the one that everybody uses. You don't have to do that, because that's like a subscription and stuff. And we over here at Ambition Music, we are on a fucking budget, man. I have a life, but at the same time, I want to make this shit work. So I have to find a way. Like, okay, what's the free version of this? What's this? What's that? So I have to dig deeper, but it's out there if you look for it, But it's just hard to find a balance, Like, okay, enough. Just put it down and focus on the family and stuff like that. Even like this right now, like the whole podcast thing. It's like, okay, well, I want to keep on doing this, like I told you guys, and I will be. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I gotta find this window, where I can do it. I don't want to stop my family to do this, and then be like, okay, I'm back. It's like, no, okay, we're not doing anything. Okay, you know what? Let me go record right away, and then figure this shit out. And even then, figuring this shit out too. Like, let me do it this way. Can I make it sound better? Can I make it, just trying to learn the whole time, man? Because, like I said, the big idea is to keep on doing this, for you guys, but most importantly for me. That's why I'm doing this, because it is a vent. We all need to vent. We all need to let the shit out that's been bugging us. And yeah, I talk to my wife and stuff, and to my daughter, but sometimes some of these topics are kind of like, just say them, maybe I could connect with one of you guys, and just be like, yeah, um and it'll let you guys familiarize yourselves with me a little bit more, which will help the whole music thing. The main thing is the music, but it doesn't mean that excuse me, it doesn't mean that I can't do certain other things, and I'm just learning. I'm not the only one that's been doing this, on a bigger scale. Our favorite artists do different shit. I don't know if it's true or not, but I think I heard Ti is looking to be a comedian. I don't know how true that is. Again, I am not gonna get lost on the fucking internet just to find that shit out. But I'm just using that as an example. Like when I saw him come out with the podcast, I was like, oh shit, that's dope. You know, and he would do it whenever he wanted to, and like now it just completely stopped, I think. But yeah, the whole bread and butter of everything is the music. But you can get to know me through the music, but also maybe we can have these conversations here where I talk and you don't, and you could get to know me, and maybe we can grow from there. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, it's really interesting, guys. And if you guys want to give me some input, or ask questions and shit, you guys could leave it in the comments. Ugh, which sounds gross as fuck. Because every time I hear YouTubers or anybody say that, it's like, yuck. But again, however you feel comfortable communicating with me, uh, you could go ahead and do so. I don't have like a abundance of comments coming through, so I don't feel the need to give you an email to like direct you, like send all this shit here. So if you're listening to this, it's obviously on YouTube. Just leave it in the comments, and maybe you could give me a topic to talk about or a question, and I will decide if I want to let that information go. And or if not, then you might be scrolling through my Instagram, and just leave a comment there and on the latest post or whatever, or fucking DM me. Um you know what I mean? Depending on the question too, because I mean, see, somos puras pendejadas, but some of you motherfuckers with the questions, get a little bit out of hand. So, but for the most part, you're good people. I'm assuming, I'm guessing, you guys aren't bots. um, and we could just get to know one another and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. I want to keep it short and sweet and have you guys go about your day. Hope you guys are everybody's doing good. Everybody's going through shit. I understand, but hopefully, I got your mind off of shit for a few minutes here and there. My dumbass. But anyways, that's it, guys, and I'll drop this shit whenever the fuck I want to. Okay, see you guys later.